Now, Action 10's Cole Vaughn with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. High temperatures today were way up there yet again. 95 degrees for Corpus Christi, but believe it or not, that's actually right on average. The average high for Corpus Christi this time of year is 95 degrees. Still hit 100 degrees down in Falfurrias. It was just another warm August day, and that's going to continue really for the next several days. I don't see much of an end in sight for those warm days. Satellite and radar pretty much clear across the board here in the coastal bend. You got to zoom out before you really find much in the way of activity. In fact, it's kind of all around us, stretching all the way from out in the desert southwest off to the north and off to the east as well. But we're right here on this eastern side of this high pressure system, and that's usually the very dry side, and it's also the very warm side as well. Temperatures across the state are in the 90s and even a few 100s at this time. 102 in Austin. We're 93 in Houston. We're actually one of the cooler spots at 91 degrees currently in Corpus Christi. We've got a couple of cooler spots over over West Texas where we've got a few showers and storms that have popped up for us this afternoon. The breeze outside is fairly steady right off the Gulf of Mexico, about 15 to 20 miles per hour. So it's been yet another breezy day, and that breeze is only going to intensify as we go throughout the weekend. You can see this here on our wind forecast. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, that's going to be a pretty decent breeze. As we get into Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, the winds are really going to lighten up, even for the coastal bend, and we're going to actually start to see a bit of a change working into our weather pattern as we head into next week. Time to take a look at the tropics, though. Today actually marks the one-year anniversary from when Tropical Storm Harvey formed, August 17th of 2017. Just 8 days later, this storm would move into the Gulf of Mexico and make landfall in the coastal bend. Now, do you remember that Harvey dissipated once it made it into the Caribbean? Then it redeveloped in the Gulf of Mexico, and that's when it became the Category 4 storm and obviously made landfall here in the coastal bend. As for the tropics now, generally speaking, they're pretty quiet. We do have one area of showers and storms just outside of the Caribbean that's given a very low chance of development. I don't expect much out of this. It's got a long road ahead of some high wind shear and dry air, and that is not going to help this develop. But from the South Atlantic to the North Atlantic we go. We're going to talk about Tropical Storm Ernesto that is still going. I actually had to extend this satellite all the way up in the North Atlantic because this is so far north. Here's Ireland right here. About 45-mile-per-hour winds right now, but notice where this takes it. The path takes it right into Ireland. Now, good news is it's going to die out before it gets there, but the remnants of this storm is actually going to be moving into Ireland, probably bringing some gusty winds and some showers and storms. Back here in the United States, we're going to watch a cold front move in to the panhandle of Texas by the time we hit Sunday. That is going to steadily work south on Monday and Tuesday. It's just not going to make it here in the coastal bend. It's going to stall just to our north, and so right ahead of it, that's where it's going to be hot, and there's going to be a few stray showers as well as some moisture kind of pools right ahead of that cold front. As for tomorrow in the coastal bend, Corpus Christi high of 96 degrees. If you want to escape the 90s, you're going to head to Port Aransas, where we're looking at a high of 88 degrees. Lots of sunshine across the board, and even knocking on the door of 100 for areas inland for tomorrow. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast. This is brought to you by AutoNation. Get one price, pre-owned vehicles at AutoNation. Every pre-owned vehicle is clearly marked just one price. Shop now at AutoNation.com. So let's talk about the 7-day forecast here. Temperatures are pretty much steady all the way through the end of the forecast, hanging out in the 90s. Lots of sunshine, and the only chance of rain we're really seeing is by the time we hit the middle of next week. That's when that cold front is just to our north, and we'll keep an eye on that for you over the weekend. Myra?
Thank you, Cole. And the Peddler